I hope you all dusted off those costumes, because I made sure to break out mine. But enough about my chibi NECA Dentum outfit. I think it's about time we get into the video. When we last left off, Cyraxx uploaded a video talking about owning the rights to his music, or some other delusion, and Marty would go live on October 23rd reacting to it, having no idea what Cyraxx was going on about.
My animated band that I created, called Hollow Frequency.
Animated band that he's created.
And the song Lost in the Shadows, guess.
I mean, I've been out of it like all fucking day. Does anyone have any idea what he's talking about? An animated band that he's created. Facebook thing.
Marty would also ask a serious question. When is Cyraxx not riled up 24/7?
So if you do try to...
Does he ever just like a pleasant mood? Does he ever just have like a good day where, you know, he's just relaxed, peaceful, tranquil, having like an A-okay day?
Resell my music, I can go back and I can have you shut down legally. And I can do a DMCA report on your ass because I never fucking signed any fucking record deals with y'all motherfuckers. I'm not a paid actor. I'm not a paid artist. I'm not this. I'm not that.
His band is the Chuck E. Cheese band. Well, I think he'd be a pretty good fit there. Maybe like a little bit of a liability.
Of course, Marty, speaking about Cyraxx, was like Cyraxx's personal bat signal going off, and he couldn't help himself but pop into Marty's stream for a little chat, all about how Marty didn't own him or his music.
Bring it. Fucking try me. I made all those songs.
Hello?
Hey, Nick, cut the goddamn video off right now, boy.
Okay. Hey, how's your day going today?
Better than yours is going to be here in the next few days. You don't stop your...
Why? What's going to happen?
I'm telling you right now, man, you need to grow the up and move the on. I'm not your goddamn bargaining chip. You're not my master. You don't shut the up. You don't own me. You and William and Edward Boy don't own my music.
You do.
No, shut the up. You don't own any of that. Everything I know, shut the up. Everything I do is my intellectual property. You are not getting your hands on it. Shut the up.
We do distribute it digitally as we own it, and there's nothing you can do about that.
No, you do not.
You do.
On it. It is my intellectual property, not yours. So shut the up. You're not taking my anymore, and I know why you're doing it. You're doing it because you don't want me to make money.
Marty would then bring up the Halloween topic, and Cyraxx immediately tried to shut it down.
Okay. You don't own my music. You don't own my that is my property. And guess what? If you continue to do this, well, guess what? I have certain friends that will make sure that you get put in your legal fucking place.
Steve?
Do you not understand that I have a legal team and I actually have a management team that will take care of you for me? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You are not my owner. I am not dealing with your anymore. And from here on out, you know what? You can say goodbye to me after this because guess what? After I hop off here, you and William and Edward Boy, I don't care.
Well, actually, I'll be seeing you on Halloween, so I don't know why I'd say goodbye.
Guess what? You're not going to see me on Halloween.
Why?
Why? Because I'm not coming outside to deal with your...
Well, then we'll come out.
You're a little looking for clout.
So you're going to be...
Shut the f*** up, boy. Shut the f*** up, fat.
You're going to be too scared to come
out. Lover. Shut your f*** up, Nick. You know...
You're going to be too scared to come outside. Okay, well, that's understandable. I don't blame you. I mean...
After Cyraxx tried to get one in and failed, Marty pointed out how without Ed and Sally, Cyraxx would be living on the streets right now. Or, more likely, living under a bridge if we go by fairy tale logic.
Without William and Edward Boy, you ain't.
Without Ed and Sally, you'd be homeless. Think about that.
Oh, with my mom, I would not be homeless because guess what?
Where would you go? What would you do?
Oh, trust me, I have plenty of places I could stay.
Like where? Like who's going to take you in?
Trust me, people. Okay, goddamn business. So quite frankly, Nick, this is a fair warning from me, my friends, and my family, and my management team. Stay the
The management team are a bunch of teenagers.
stay away from me. Stay away from my friends. Stay away from my family. And that not only goes for you, that goes for William and N-word boy. That goes for all three of you motherfuckers.
Your boy Steve is groveling. Steve is groveling at our feet right now, by the way.
Marty tried to tell Cyraxx the truth, saying that he had no legal team, and like usual, Cyraxx couldn't handle that, before a conversation about leaving the house came up. This is a bit of a longer clip, but trust me, that's a good one.
I gotta do a chance.
Leave me alone, because if you do not, my legal team and
It's fake. It's a fake legal team.
no, it ain't, dude. It's all real. I have my management team set up, boy.
Where'd you meet them? Discord?
I have my ways of getting a hold of people.
What, Facebook Messenger?
Oh, no. Unlike you, Nick, I actually get out of the house.
What's the name of your legal team?
See, Marty, what you don't understand is I actually get out of the house, unlike you.
Your mom said you'd never leave the house, actually.
Hey, Marty, why don't you do the world a favor and leave me
Thanks to Brian and Aaron for the 20s on PayPal. Thank you very much.
and my friends.
You're scared to leave the house.
Leave me.
You think the bullies are going to get you.
Shut your mouth, nose.
You know,
You, William, and N-word boy need to leave me, my friends, my family, and my alone. I am not your bargaining chip. I am not your property. You do not own me. So stay the
Truman, your
stay
life.
away from me. Stay away from me. Yo, William, stay away from me. N-word boy, go fuck yourself, you piece of...
You're begging for an attorney earlier today. You don't have a
By the way, Nick, if I catch you with my friends, guess what? They have lawyers on standby too.
None of you have lawyers.
Oh yeah, we do. And
You're all. Here's some final words for you. Okay?
so Marty,
Let me say a final goodbye.
do
Okay.
the one.
Your entire life has been a lie.
Hey,
Your friends have all been fake. Your friends have all been conspiring. You're all just a big joke for all of us.
Go f- yourself.
You're nothing but a clown.
If you want a clown, look in the mirror, Bendejo. Look in the
Like nobody has ever taken you
mirror,
seriously.
clown, not me.
The only person that cares about you is your grandmother. Everyone else uses
No
you
one gets
as a clown for our amusement.
away,
We play on your delusions,
Steve.
and nothing in your life is
Steve.
real.
That's what you think. It's not what you know. You are a psychopath that needs to grow up and get the away from me. I want nothing to do with you, William, or your little friends. I want nothing.
Let's imagine that all your friends were working against you for everyone's amusement. How would that feel?
See, that's where you're fucking wrong. I know you're a lying sack, boy. See, what's funny, Nick, is you think I'm stupid, but
How many of your girlfriends have been fake, Chance? Except for Heather, I gotta say all of them.
by the way, have fun dining in hell. While I'm out here making money, you're gonna be out.
You'll never make money. You never have. It's gotta be a tough pill to swallow, but I mean, I doubt it'll sink in. You know, everything seems to kind of just go in one ear and right out the other. He seems to think that he's got like a haunted mimic in his house lately, which I don't even know what that means. Maybe we have some ghoul experts in the house.
Later on that stream, Marty would question what makes someone a success or a failure in something, and how you can tell if someone is at least somewhat good at what they do.
Onward and upward.
What's good, y'all? So I'm here to speak on some real, and I know I'm gonna piss a lot of people off, but quite frankly, I don't give a who I piss off, because I know I'm the greatest at what I do when it comes to my gameplay videos, my vocal covers, everything I do. I know I'm the best that there is. The best.
Okay, so interesting. Like, what would substantiate in somebody's mind that they are the best or even very good at anything? You would think like some level of success. You would think like some level of praise, some level of fandom, any kind of expression of appreciation. What does Chance receive? Zero money, nothing but hate comments. Like the need to block everyone from his chat because everyone tells him that he sucks and he's terrible and he's the worst. But in his mind, somehow, he's the best. Like if that's not delusion, then I really don't know what is.
Best there was and the best there ever will be in my section and what I do. And you want to know how I know I'm the best? Because I put in the time. I put in the effort.
Marty would then go all Nuke's Top 5 Ghost Caught on Camera with us, and played some hacked audio that he had received of Cyraxx talking with CIA Hole, all about how Cyraxx believed there was a demonic entity in the home. There is one, Cyraxx, and it moves between the attic and the basement.
Oh, here we go. Okay, The Haunting of 339. Very spooky, right in time for Halloween. So this is one that I want. This is the one that I wanted to hear. Let's see here. Okay.
Dude, literally, deadass, the weirdest and creepiest thing just happened. Like, I used to not believe in demonic or
like
that.
Yeah, like supernatural stuff.
I used to not believe in that shit because I never experienced it really on that level.
Yeah, what happened?
But dude, get this. Mom and Dad are out at a doctor's appointment, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting here at home, watching TV, playing Neighbor Street Unbound, trying to see what I can do. I started over on a new profile. All of a sudden, I hear Mom calling my name, thinking like, okay, maybe they're home. I go downstairs. I look outside. No one was there.
Really?
Car wasn't there.
Like you heard. Like you heard.
And she was like, no, why? And that's when I explained to her. I just heard her calling my name plain as day.
You mean you heard?
Yeah, this is schizophrenia.
Like Chance.
Yes. Like I heard legitimately her voice.
Wow. And
which tells me there's a mimic in this house.
Jesus, dude.
And what a mimic is it's a demonic entity that is able to replicate a real human voice and basically take the shape of anyone's voice.
You didn't see anything though, did you? I mean, you just heard it, right?
No, I heard it though, plain as day. I was like, as soon as Mom told me they went home, that's when I knew something's not right.
I mean, I know it's freaky, but the next time it happens, you should try to have a conversation with it. I mean, and start recording. Start recording, too.
Oh, next time I hear something, you can bet I start recording that.
I mean, that's like, you want to talk about instant fame and fortune. I mean, you know how much money that would be worth?
I've seen it happen to other people, but I've never, dealt with it. It's like, what the that is creepy.
I mean, and it was coming from downstairs, or was it in the same room?
It was coming from downstairs.
Man, is that weird? And you looked around, outside, nothing, nobody else was?
I checked all the windows. I looked outside the windows because Mom does have a security alarm set up and stuff.
Yeah.
So I looked outside. I looked around out the windows. Nobody was home.
Wow. Well, it's an experience,
Dude,
man.
that literally, bro, I can't describe it, like, dude, that is on another level of what the ever living. Like, I knew this house had a dark history because of the stuff that was painted on it before we moved in. So I already knew it had a little bit of a dark history. But I didn't think it was that this would ever fucking happen.
Well, what was painted on it before you moved in?
When you remember the room that I used to have downstairs right there by the living room?
Yeah, kind
That's
of.
right by the front door. That little bedroom that's right there by the front door.
I do from old videos. Yeah.
Yeah, that room used to be my room. But what happened was before we moved in, we don't know if they were satanic or what, we don't know. But there was a bunch of demonic symbols and very detailed demonic stuff, including the head of Satan, painted on the bedroom walls in my room.
Oh, jeez.
So we had to paint over, but this is the creepy thing. If you still look at that room to this day,
Yeah.
where the picture's hanging up, you can still see the outline of the devil head.
Oh, wow. You can see it like bleeding through the paint. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not necessarily bleeding through, but you can kind of see like
The outline.
a very faint outline of where it used to be.
Yeah, I get it. Like the texture of the paint underneath it.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Oh my God! Now, has your mom or Ed have they experienced anything weird in the house?
Not to my knowledge, but I don't know.
Oh, geez.
And I don't know if it's because I'm just more because of my roots of who my ancestors are. I don't know if it's because I'm more susceptible because of who my ancestors are, or if I'm just that in tune with everything, or what. I don't know.
Yeah, well, your mom would be too. I mean, your mom's related to those same people, or you know what I mean?
That's the thing. I don't know if she is, or if it's on another side of my family. That's
Oh,
the thing.
okay, yeah,
I
that
don't
could
know.
be. Yeah, that could be too. Yeah. Good point. Man, that is,
Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I've always known that I've been, ever since I found out, I always kind of had this thing where I kind of figured I was susceptible to it because, little things would happen here and there that didn't really, didn't really bother me.
yeah.
But like, ever since we moved into this house, like, little things kept on happening. Like, like the first time that I really experienced it, like I said, like I told you that one time when I got kicked in the head and whatnot, that was like my first real violent experience.
So, like, I think that can easily just be explained as, Ed maybe got perked up. Maybe he had a few too many Colt 45s. Just saw an opportunity and just gave him one, just gave him a fucking Pele to the dome.
When did you get kicked in the head?
It was like, God, that must have been what, 2010, 2011, somewhere in there.
See where you go. Who kicked you in the head? I never heard about this.
I was upstairs because Mom had just had, she was like not feeling good, so she had me make a pallet on the floor to sleep in front of her bed just in case.
Yeah.
And I did that. And I was like right in between that point of sleep where you're not exactly fully asleep yet, but you're at that point.
Yeah, like twilight sleep.
Where it's like, all of a sudden, I feel it felt like someone had kicked me in the head.
Wow.
And next thing I know, my head was pushed down into my body, like my head. Like, you know how you kick somebody on top of the head there?
Yeah.
It felt like somebody took a steel-toe boot and just kicked me as hard as they could, right in the top of my head.
Did it knock any sense into you?
one fucking hurt. I'll tell you
Jeez.
that, man. I never grabbed my head so fast in my life.
Yeah,
And
did
I
you
was like,
have any,
what the
was there like any bruising or anything? I mean, that's really weird.
No, like, I looked around and I was like, what the? So I
Jeez.
fucking shut up.
Yeah.
I looked around and no one was there.
Oh, that is weird. That
And
is so
I went
weird.
back down again, thinking that, like, oh, it must have just been a dream or whatever. But then when it happened the second time, that's when I was like, all right, this.
Oh, it happened a second time?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
my
it
God.
happened like twice with,
Well, so I wonder what he did about it.
in like, I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes. It was like, I got kicked in the head one time. Thought maybe I just hit my head or whatever, so laid back down, went to sleep.
Yeah.
Not thinking anything of it. And then when it happened the second time, that's when I knew, like, all right, there's something going on here.
Yeah, that's freaky. That's beyond freaky.
And that's when I jumped up. First thing I did was, like, I know I'm older and I get it, it's kind of weird. But first thing I did was I jumped in that bed with Mom to make sure she was okay.
Yeah.
Like, I fucking laid down her to make sure she was okay because I knew something was up.
Yeah.
I was like, no, something don't feel right.
And they came back from they came back from her appointment today already?
No, they're still at the doctor's office right now. They're still driving.
Oh, and I was just wondering if you called her. I'm sorry, you said you called her.
Yeah, I called her just a few
Yeah.
minutes ago to see if she was at home.
Yeah.
And no.
Jeez Louise, man, that is weird. That is really freaky
That's
weird.
why I was like, that's why as soon as I called her, I started doing research and dude, seeing how these things interact with people, it can get real scary and real dangerous real quick.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And that's why people are always saying, you know, don't react to it, don't answer it, don't talk to it. Because if you talk to it, you're essentially unknowingly inviting it into your home.
oh, I didn't know. Yeah, here I am telling you to ask it questions. I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what? Like, I would love to ask it questions to kind of understand its nature a little bit more.
Just to validate that it was there.
Seeing some of the bad things that have happened, it's like, yeah, I don't want that happening to my family.
Yeah, no, thank you. No,
Like,
thank
last
you.
thing I need are claw marks or whatever type of weird shit they do on me, on my family.
Yeah, scraping up and down your head and beating your head in the wall and. Ugh.
Maybe that's where the scabs come from.
But not only that, but think about like what they would do to my family members, or you know, any like you never know what when it comes into mind, you never know what they can do or what they're truly capable of.
Yeah, it's the right time of year for it too. It's like when all the spirits are like the strongest, like right? Supposedly, anyway.
After that haunting tale, Marty would show off an older video from March 2024 showing Cyrax had previously spoke on the haunted situation. Like previously again, this will be shortened for time.
Ooh. Thanks to Edward Boy for this. So, yeah, I was going to end it. But with the spooky season coming around, it might be worth a play.
What's up, guys? My name is Chance. For those of you that don't know, hi, I'm Chance. I'm doing this live stream because I need help. I know this might sound crazy, but it's very true.
Right.
I've had friends and family witness what I'm about to tell you guys, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's very real.
Yes.
Me and my family moved into this house in 2009. And when we moved in, there was a demonic there was a bunch of demonic symbols painted in the room that used to be my room, which is located by our front door. Like when you first walk in, you turn to the right. That used to be my old bedroom. When we first moved in, there was, like I said, there was a bunch of demonic things, including a satanic devil head. And we covered it up with paint. But what's weird is this. After we covered it up, the devil head kept bleeding through many times.
He seems to genuinely believe this. Like, I don't doubt that Ed maybe one night saw an opportunity to walk upstairs and kick him in the head. Like, to me, that seemed perfectly believable. The rest of this stuff, I'm kind of dubious of.
It started off with little things like I would feel like I'm being watched, or, you know, things would get moved around. And then after that, it started to progressively get a little bit worse and worse and worse. And there was one night after a surgery that my mom had where she had me make a little pallet on the floor upstairs here in the next room across the hall. And
why? Like, why would she make him make a pallet?
Because she needed my help, because she just had knee surgery and she needed me to help her out.
Okay.
So I made a pallet and I laid down on the floor. I'd say about a half hour after laying down, I was almost asleep. And out of nowhere, I felt something kick me in the head. Like,
this keeps on happening. Like, so this was in May. It seems like every several months, something is or somebody is walking upstairs and kicking him in the head.
Super, super hard. And it wasn't just like, you know, it wasn't like, you know, somebody walked by me and they accidentally kicked me in the head. No. This felt like someone kicked me really hard in the fucking head with a boot or a shoe. And I don't mean like on the side of my head. No, like I was laying down like this. My head was facing the door and something kicked me right in the very top of my head. And my head came down and it jarred my neck. Like if someone kicks you in the head and your head goes down a little bit from the impact, that's what it did. But yet, when I got up, I was...
I gotta agree with Unward Boy. Late at night, when Chance falls asleep, Ed goes up there and he gives him a nice kick in the head and scurries downstairs.
I was freaked out. I was very scared. But here lately, it's been getting worse. About 3 weeks ago, I started feeling like I was being watched. And I couldn't figure out why. So I decided to do an investigation of my own accord.
That's good.
And I used the very same apps that like real ghost hunter teams use. Like the actual apps that they use on their phones. And 2 messages came up when I did the investigation, which were leave now and give it back, which I found very, very strange. And there were also, I can't quite remember the names, but there were a couple names that went with it.
It's obvious. Like when that gets perked up, he likes to leave subtle, well, not so subtle messages, like leave now, and then he likes to kick him in the head.
I know there's something demonic in this house.
Yeah, you.
Sometimes I'll hear footsteps. Occasionally I'll catch shadows out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah, like the footsteps are Ed sneaking up to your room. The shadows are Ed trying to poke his head in to see if you're asleep, so he can kick you in the head. Like, it all makes perfect sense, dude.
Like, after my older brother passed, he did funny things that he would do when he was alive to let me know that he was still here. Like, sometimes when he would use the bathroom, he would make random noises just to freak me out. Because you know how, like, if you got a sibling and they like to mess.
Wait, what?
When he would use the bathroom, he would make random noises just to freak me out. Because you know
that does not make any sense to me.
How, like, if you got a sibling and they like to mess with you. Well, shortly after his passing, and I know this is him for a fact because he did stuff like this when he was alive. He took the handle of a bucket that we had sitting in the bathroom after his passing, and he banged it down a few times so I know, like, hey, I'm still here. Like, and he did that. He loved to mess with me. He loved to joke around. So I'm not unfamiliar with, you know, the spiritual side of things. I'm not.
So if it's okay. Oh, so he's saying after his brother died. Okay. All right. If it's after his brother died. Okay. I thought he was just saying that, like, his brother, when he was alive, he would bang on the door. Like, that would make him, like, you know, used to spooky things that go bump in the night.
This level of demonic stuff, I have not dealt with in a very long time, if ever. Like, I've dealt with, like, evil spirits that, you know, we've gotten rid of. But this is on a whole other level. Like, this is beyond my understanding and my knowledge. But like I said, I know that, you know, I do live in a very haunted area in Ohio. But with this is on a whole other level. I don't know if that room could be one of the portals to hell, or if that's just a demonic altar of, you know, demonic worship. I don't know. But if anybody can hit me up in my DMs on Discord and try to help me figure this out, maybe we can do. Maybe over the next few weeks, I'll do a live session and whatnot. Maybe one of these days I'll do a live investigation and kind of show you guys what's going on. That way you guys have a better understanding of what I've been dealing with.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Pretty spooky, huh? Well, Cyrax's problems were about to go from metaphysical to immediate, and in real life, when we found out that he might be homeless soon and didn't know what to do.
Hello?
Dude, I need to find somewhere to go. I need to put stay because Mom and Ed don't want me here no more.
What?
Ed's blaming me for what these people are doing.
What happened? Like what?
He's saying that it's my fault that they're involved in this. He's saying that it's my fault that these people got their number. So we may as well give up. I'm done.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Did you pack up already?
I got a few clothes. I'm gonna try calling my friend Ethan real quick. I'll call you back.
All right, bye.
And lastly, Cyraxx would then get caught in yet another lie, with him saying himself that he never had a lawyer lined up.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I think we definitely need to start looking into trying to find a lawyer that will actually help and not cost no one a leg or any money
Well,
at all. Like,
I thought they already found the lawyer. So when he was talking about that he has his legal team and that everything was going to get taken care of, was that just a lie? I'm trying to understand this here. I don't know what to think anymore, guys. I just don't know what to think anymore.
That was it for that stream, but the very next day, on October 24th, Cyraxx was a busy little goblin, and started out with a kick stream telling us just how unfair the world is, and then immediately begged for help. I'm going to be cutting parts out of this because I think that we've all heard I turned Marty down and Kate from Astral Mafia catfished me more than enough.
What is going on, Kick? Now, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have, and that's for a very important reason. You see, I'm currently the victim of online terrorism. Trolls coming on, falsely reporting my stuff, attacking my friends, attacking my family. For over 7 years, I have been victimized. My mom had the windshield of her car smashed in last year. Just a couple weeks ago, my best friend and a little brother, Ethan, had his hot tub stolen from him. These people made me out to be also that they can isolate and attack me and use me for profit. And every time I try to go live and tell my story, they report me and they shut me down every time. So yes, I am scared to be on here right now because no authorities will help my family no matter what I do. I am scared, but I'm here speaking out against it. Am I scared about what they're going to do possibly and shut me down? Yes. I am very scared of that. This all started on YouTube back in 2017. I've been on Kick before many times. But like I said, every time I get on here, they falsely report me and shut me down, saying that I am ban evading when I am not ban evading. I'm trying to start over and do better for myself. For the last 7 years, I have been living in a never-ending nightmare, and I'm tired of living that way. I'm tired of being attacked and harassed and bullied. These people have amassed over 1,000 plus followers to attack me, to attack my friends, my family. I'm 34 years old. That should be making money right now as a professional streamer because I've made it to that point many times on other platforms such as Twitch and YouTube. But yet all of that gets taken away from me by these evil people. And I want to stream. I want to be happy again. Because, let me tell you, because of these people, I suffer from PTSD, I suffer from depression, I suffer from anxiety, and I suffer from panic attacks. These people are very evil people who have made me a target for the last 7 years. And I want to get away from it so bad. But I need you guys, my Kick family, my Kick friends. I need every single one of you guys to help me out, to help me fight this. Because I want this to end so bad. So I can be myself again. Am I scared that this is going to get shut down? Yes. But it's because of these people that do these horrible things that I might get shut down, but I don't know. But like I said, does that scare me? Yes. It scares the hell out of me, man. It really does scare me. And yes, if you guys go onto YouTube and you look up the name Cyraxx with 2 X's, that's Cyraxx. If you look me up, you'll see a lot of videos on me. You'll see a lot of people attacking me. You'll see a lot of people making me rage out and get angry and get upset. And yes, I have said and done things that I'm not proud of. I will admit that. I have said and done things that I am far from proud of. Things that I am disgusted of myself over. But those things were things that I did because I felt like I was being cornered and attacked and left no choice but to do so. And a lot of people say that I am evil, but I'm not. I'm just a simple guy trying to make an honest living doing what I love.
After singing something from Linkin Park that must have come out long after Revenge of the Fallen, Cyraxx once again told us how scared he was to stream, and after a second song, would leave, saying that he was being careful not to get caught by his trolls. We're just going to treat it as one clip though.
Like I said, am I scared to be on here right now? Yes. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to do something, and that's the only way that I know to fight back. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna have to bounce for now. I kind of wanted to make this a little bit longer, but like I said, I am kind of nervous being on here because of the people that I'm dealing with. So this is just a test. If you guys are supporters, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I will hopefully be back later today. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
The next day, on October 25th, with 6 days to go until Halloween, and Cyraxx would do another stream, this time telling us that he was sober from the trolls, whatever that's supposed to mean.
What is up, good morning everybody. Give me just a second to turn my back light on here. Oh wait, never mind, hang on. All you gotta do is switch. There we go. Now you guys can see me. But I just wanted to pop in and say good morning to everybody. Have a good time for an hour or so. Kick it, chill with you guys, have some fun. And yeah. I can proudly say that today is my second day of sobriety away from the troll community. This is day number 2 and still going strong.
Cyraxx would then let us know just what sort of tough time he's been having lately.
I can honestly say this, that over the years, I've been through a lot. And has it been easy? Hell no, it's not been easy. It's been one of the hardest things I've ever had to put up with. 7 years of pure freaking hell. So it's definitely been tough. But the fight's been worth it. And the reason why the fight's been worth it, because I am now back where I want to be in life. Or more or less, rather, I'm starting to get back there. So yeah.
Cyraxx would then get all smug on us, telling us how he's sober from the trolls again and was back to his old self.
On 10/24, or on 10/25/2024, I am officially 2 days sober, away from the troll community and back on the road to recovery and being my old self again that I was before all this started back in 2017. I can probably say that I'm 2 days sober and going strong, man. 2 days away from the troll community and still going hard, baby. And let me tell you right now, is it easy? Nah. It's not. It's one of the hardest things I'm doing, but you know what? At least I'm getting back to who I fucking used to be. And I'm glad that I'm getting back to getting who I used to be. Back into my life. And I say it like that because for a while, I lost who I was. I lost my way over the last 7 years. Always raging out. Always getting pissed off, always doing that I knew was wrong, all to protect my family, myself, and my friends. But thankfully, to a good friend of mine, and a good friend of theirs, who's a good friend with somebody else, these people are finally, slowly, and methodically being shut down, so that they cannot do what they did to me to anyone else ever again. Because no one deserves to be bullied. No one deserves to be trolled. No one deserves to be harassed or have their lives ripped away from them like I have mine. No one deserves that. And the fact that these people who are good friends with my best friend and little brother Matt. And because of those people have not only become my heroes, those guys are doing a lot more, not just for me, not just for YouTube, but they're not just doing stuff for kick. They're making a change for social media as a whole. And to those people, I want to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. If you guys are watching this right now, which I don't know if you are, but if you do see this and you are, I want to say thank you. Thank you for saving my life and getting me out of this situation that I've been stuck in for the last 7 years. I can't thank you guys enough.
Later that night, an old Mart dog would once again go live. And after a bit of a story time on getting stuck in a stranger's car while he was in Akron, a goblin came on and tried to say that the Halloween party was off, and then accused Marty of some scam that I doubt was real.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, look who it is. This little idiot.
Bro, this little scam you're running needs to stop, dude.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Don't play stupid.
What are you talking about?
Sitting there making fake cash apps to make it look like me and my mom are sitting bro, you're stupid, bro. Making up fake accounts under my name and my mom's name. Do you not realize that that's a scam and you can get arrested for that? Or do you just not give a
That's not me.
Oh, but it is. It's you, William, and Edward, boy. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. And you want to know why it's not going to work? Because I already told all my friends what's actually going on. I sent them the screenshots of what you're doing. You need to piss off. You stupid, fat, lazy ass, loser ass piece of.
But from what the evidence I saw that there was over $1,700 raised.
Because you're creating a scam.
No.
It's a scam for you to fund your little Halloween party. Well, guess what? That Halloween party is not going to happen.
Why?
Because I said so.
But your words meaningless.
No, they're not.
Yeah, your words always meaningless.
See, that's where you're wrong, boy. Because little do you know, the police are actually on my side. And if you do show up here,
They always laugh at you. They're never on your side.
Oh, this time they are. Because I sent them all the evidence I need to have you shut down.
You said that you had a lawyer yesterday.
They know about what you're trying to do.
What am I trying to do?
They know about what you're trying to do, motherfucker. They know you're trying to legally harass me. And guess what? That little Airbnb that you and all your friends are staying at is going to get canceled by the police. And
There's so many Airbnbs there. There's like 100.
Around here ever again. You and your 3 friends need to leave me the alone. You guys need to stop harassing me.
We're going to be there, Chance.
Fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
We're going to be there.
No, you're not. I'm going to make damn sure you're not. And you want to know why? Because if you do show up, guess what? The cops will arrest you for harassment.
It's not harassment.
Not to mention telecommunications harassment, bullying, stalking, not to mention doing the you're going to be doing. There's a lot of other that goes along with that.
Like what?
Oh, you'll find out.
Well, I guess
so, like I said, Nick, you and your 3 friends need to leave me alone.
There's a lot more than 3 friends that are going to be there, Chance. I hate to tell you that.
Hey, Marty, how does it feel to know that I cut off all your little buddy trolls?
What do you
how
mean?
How does it feel to know that I cut all of them off, motherfucker?
My buddy trolls?
Oh, yeah, your little buddy trolls. I cut every single one of them off, motherfucker. And guess what? I'm never trusting them again. So, Nick, if I was you, I would give up this little charades.
So who are my buddy trolls?
You know, and I know, and William.
What do you say that, like, I know where you live?
Don't even mention names because I know who they are.
Well, just say them then.
No, I'm not mentioning names because I know who they are.
You're so dumb.
No, I'm not dumb. The dumb one here is you. Thinking that you can sit here for 7 goddamn years and with me.
Well, you've been saying for 7 years that you're going to get me arrested.
If they do me and my friends and my family this one favor, along with your friends, and just go f*** yourself and stay the f*** away from me, dude.
I'd rather fuck you.
I want nothing to do with you.
That's how I like it.
I'm not really sure how to explain this one, but Marty and Cyraxx would then have a relatively calm conversation, at least compared to usual, where Marty would tell Cyraxx that he was the Goblin's greatest marketer, something that Cyraxx didn't believe.
All you want to do is use me to make fucking money, and I'm sick of it. I'm done with it. I am not your pawn. I'm not your little bargaining chip. My friends ain't part of this.
No, you're my boyfriend.
Shut the fuck up, loser. You're a fucking loser, bro.
Fine, you're my fiance.
You're a piece of shit, bro.
Whatever.
No, not whatever, me, motherfucker. You've been coming at me for the last 7 years, and it's time you grow the fuck up and move on.
I'll grow up when you grow up. I'll grow up when you grow up. How about that? When are you going to grow up, Chance?
Marty, unlike you, I don't sit here on the fucking internet and plot and plan ways to fuck with people.
You sit around fucking off with men, playing video games all day. That's what you do.
No, what I do is I sit here and I work on my music. I do my job.
It doesn't sell anything. There's no point in doing it. It's not getting you anywhere.
Yeah, because you and your little friends like to steal from me. That's why, motherfucker. That's exactly why.
Chance, like, you should be thanking me for the greatest marketing.
Up.
I market you.
No, you do not. You steal from me. That's what you do.
I market you.
No, you do not, you boy mother.
Well, I do.
No, shut the fuck up.
I put you in front of a large audience.
No, lover, you do not market me. You and your...
I told you, there are 3 people.
I said shut your up, pompous ass windbag.
Your exposure has increased
Hey,
exponentially.
windbag. I said shut the fuck up.
I'm just telling you the truth.
Shut up. No, you are not. You and your friends steal from me. You steal my music and put it under a fake ass fucking name because you guys don't think I own anything. I never signed any contracts. We never had a verbal agreement. I was never paid anything.
The music is worth this. It's never sold.
That's what you think. That's not.
It's never sold anything.
Marty would then show Cyraxx his new animated band, and for some reason, Cyraxx lost it, claiming that it was actually his, even though it clearly says MBM Presents.
I want to show off my new band that I have.
What you need to do is you actually need to get out of the house and get a real fucking job.
Look at my new band that I've came up with.
Oh, look.
MBM.
Oh, look. It's my which I own the rights to.
It says MBM Presents Shadowblade. That's my work.
And by the way, Nick, I hope you know that I have that name registered under BMI as well. So guess what? I'll be sitting here in court.
Here it is.
Adios, bitch.
MBM Presents Shadowblade. I mean, I guess I'll be seeing him in court. There's a concept called First to Market, and it looks like I was the first one to present it. So, unfortunately, he's SOL. You know, it's kind of a raw deal for him. Geez, it's already been an hour and I still haven't gotten into Crystal.
Well, fast forwarding to October 27th, like very, very early in the morning, and Marty would go live with a stream updating us all on Cyraxx.
My throat's just fucking killing me. So yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a terribly long one today. To be honest, I'm not even sure what happened with Chance. I guess like he got his kick shut down or something. I was able to get through like a few minutes where he's saying that he's like 3 days sober from being trolled, I guess, which, you know, I can tell you isn't it's definitely not the case. I mean, like there's still buddy trolls that are fucking around with him. You know, I guess he's just being like less outwardly trolled, and he's trying to keep like a lid on it to the best of his ability. I've also heard, unfortunately, that he's not even going to be there for Halloween. That they're planning, and I hope to God that this isn't true, but they're planning on like leaving, like when the fucking like when the drones were coming by. So, yeah.
Marty would then ask why Cyraxx always tells his origin story over and over again before having a theory on why.
By hiring another YouTuber by the name of Astro Mafia. Who?
Why does he always do this? I mean, like my guess is he thinks he's gonna find like a new audience who's supportive of him, like who'll take him at his word, and so, like somehow it'll never intersect, and like it'll just be completely separate. You know, his goal is obviously always to be like a famous musician, like, but if he were able like to grow this audience and he became like a massive music superstar, how would none of us find out about it? You know, like it just sounds like the biggest pipe dream imaginable. Like, I don't know. I just can't see it happening.
Unfortunately, catfished me.
After watching a clip of Cyraxx saying that people keep calling him evil, Marty would then explain why that's the case.
And a lot of people say that I'm evil, but I'm not. I'm just a simple guy trying to make an honest living doing what I
mean, you wish murder on people's kids. You threaten to kill people on a daily basis. Like, you send your to we think are kids. You know, like you don't have like an honest bone in your body. Like I mean, I guess there's like levels of evil, you know, like you have like your Hitlers, like your Stalins, You know, I'm not going to say that Chance is up there, but if he had any kind of power, there's no doubt in my mind that he would be. Like, he'd be worse than those people.
Unfortunately, Marty was feeling a little under the weather that night and had to end the stream early. But he would do another one very, very late that night called Sunday, Bloody Sunday, showing off Cyraxx's new animated band.
Wow, great new music from Cyraxx's new channel. I see that he's got another upload on it recently. Well, hang on one second here. Let's take a look-see. Give me a tick. I don't know if it's on his shorts or what, but yeah, so he's doing some pretty cool stuff there. I don't know if this is shown here or not, but
Marty, at that time, had access to Cyraxx's YouTube login info and then started uploading Cyraxx's dirty videos to it and got the channel hit almost immediately.
oh wow, look at this. Terrible. Just like that, it seems like some penis videos are really, really unspeakable penis videos are being uploaded to his YouTube channel. That's not going to be good for anybody. Definitely don't go and report that. Please don't go and report these terrible, disgusting videos. Like, I don't know if I should play them or not. Like, it looks like it's pretty bad. It is Rumble, so I figure it might as well. Oh, well, that's terrible. And it looks like that's no longer a thing. Well, hopefully he just gets off with a warning for that one, because that's pretty graphic. It's pretty gross. It's pretty gross. Hopefully he won't be doing that again. Hopefully he's learned his lesson about torture videos and YouTube. I guess only time will tell. We'll have to sit back and hope for the best. Hope that he's learned his lesson. You never really know with the guy. You never really know with the guy.
Fast forwarding to October 29th, and Marty would tell us all about Cyraxx's escape plan, leaving the house on All Hallows Eve.
So, Halloween is imminent. It's right around the corner. Unfortunately, Chance has an escape plan hatched, which may have already have taken place, as he has not been on Xbox. And I am a little bit fearful that he has already flown the coop. If anyone has anything contradicting that, I would definitely be more than happy to be apprised of it. But it looks like the scaredy cat has possibly already made his escape. We don't know that with absolute certainty. Keep checking his Xbox. I think the last activity was like 8 hours ago or so. We know that somebody, BB Gun Man, is trying to carry him away. However, we have fortunately been able to find him and find his vehicle, and we've tried to have it towed a few times. No success. So time will tell. I'm hoping that we'll be able to put a stop to that before he's able to fly the coop if he hasn't already.
Marty would then play a little addict meeting that we hadn't heard before. The one where Marty came in under the nom de plume, Ricardo. That's French for pen name. Honestly, it's just amazing that Cyraxx was not able to recognize Marty's voice after all this time. Let's get some highlights in, shall we?
No matter what the subject is, in his mind, it always goes back to the trolls.
Okay, pleasure to be here.
So, I'm Ricardo, and this is kind of like and right after Chance giving his heartfelt confession, guess who happens to be there? Ricardo. Ricardo enters the fray.
Okay, thank you. Pleasure to be here.
So, I'm Ricardo, and this is kind of like a big hurdle for me.
So is that Ricardo?
Yeah.
Oh, welcome, Ricardo.
Welcome, Ricardo. Thank you.
We know it takes a lot of courage to join our meeting for the first time. Are there any sobriety birthdays to acknowledge that have occurred since our last meeting?
Yeah. Oh,
awesome.
Congrats, Nick.
It's great.
Hell yeah.
Sober.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
That's for Ollie.
Awesome.
Keep coming back. It works.
Hell yeah. It keeps coming back. Keep coming back. It works if you work it sober.
Sober. Yeah. It's not as long as 6 months, but I've been sober for 3 days now.
And I can honestly and proudly say that as of at the end of this week, I will be actually not even 6 weeks, I'll be 6 days sober away from the troll community that I've dealt with, and I'm now back on the road to recovery.
Sure you are.
Hey, right now, I can honestly say that it's not easy. It was one of the hardest things I had to go through after 7 years, but now that I'm, gotten myself away from that, and I'm now in this position to finally do something about it, it actually feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders, and I can finally start on the road to the right track.
Big stage, huh?
Wonderful.
Congratulations, young man. That's a very big accomplishment.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
1.
Yeah. So, I'm only going to say this one time. I'm making sure it's short and sweet. I've got a kind of a bizarre fetish for a man with his penis out at me on live streams, calling me names, threatening me, and it's kind of caused me some strain in my life. As a matter of fact, that man's here right now. His name is Chance. He likes to have his cock on that man.
Hey guys, I'm sorry for the previous share. I don't know how to ask a person to leave, but perhaps the share can, yeah.
Marty would even fill us in on a little story about how the FBI were okay with him messing with Cyraxx and that they genuinely do not care about him.
He'll never believe this, and some of you might not either. But the FBI is supportive of people fucking with Chance. They think he's an idiot. They think he's a joke. And they actually like people messing around with him. And I'll swear on anything that that's the truth. You have proof of that? No, I don't have proof of that. But I met with them, and I'll tell the story for like the 1,000th time. But like after like explicitly stating that I couldn't go after a couple of fucking Canadians, they're like, well, some of the stuff you do, we find amusing. And then like the big black guy was like, for example, like I'm looking back and forth with them, and like they're looking at each other, and then like the little white guy's like Cyraxx, and then we all start laughing, and like my lawyer was just like fucking dumbfounded. But yeah, like they don't. There's a reason nothing will ever happen with Cyraxx. Like no matter how bad it gets, even with like fucking hazmat teams, and I'm not telling anyone they should do anything, but I can say that they think he's, and they find whatever happens to them just to be a big fucking joke.
Then, finally, it would happen. Cyraxx's greatest fear, Halloween. And Marty would talk about the banger that happened just a few hours earlier. Let's see some footage before we get into that.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everyone who made it out to the first annual Chances of Monsterpalooza. It was honestly beyond my wildest imagination. I just want to give a big bird flip, as in right there, big middle finger, to all the haters who said that this was fake and wouldn't happen, and believe me, I did see a lot of people saying how stupid and retarded do you have to be to believe that the city of Akron would approve a protest denouncing a pedophile, and that there'd be dunk tanks and hay rides. And you may have been half right. There were no dunk tanks or hay rides, but there was a massive extravaganza held outside of 339, and we have the video to prove it. Want to see proof something happened? Kiwi Bay, well, you know what? You're one of those who was proven wrong. In massive detail. It actually made the news, which, I figured that if I were ever to make the news, that it would be for probably something pretty bad. But in this case, it was something great, and that was the first of many to come. Some people were pointing out that this actually happened last year, but that was not when it was official. Like, this one was definitely on a much grander scale. And yes, as I just referenced, I guess, man, unbeknownst to me, I forgot all about it. But Chance was led to believe that there was going to be a big Halloween extravaganza planned outside of his house. But this year it actually happened, and it was really great to see all of you. Now, I'll you know what? Let's just get right into it. So, let me. Here he is, right outside of 339, right here. See, there's Chance's house, right here. People just going apeshit. And the great thing was that it brought people of all cultures together. I think the best thing you can do is, I think that, well, you know what? I think the world's a great place, and I think all people are great. And it was just great to see everyone come together. It really was, and for all the right reasons, too. But look at everyone just having the time of their fucking lives. Here's Chance's house. Well, it went away for a second. I think that's DeAndre right there. Black shirt, cool guy. Anyone who says that this didn't happen and was that not to expect this, they're the idiot. They're the idiot, because it's proof. Like, we have proof that it did happen. So like, everyone who expected this turned out to be the smart ones in the end, because it actually happened. So for all the people saying this is ridiculous, there's no way this actually takes place. Hey, there was an autism test tonight, and guess what? Everyone who was not expecting this failed miserably. Those who were expecting this passed with flying colors. The biggest party in Akron, the Chances of Monsterpalooza, and you're about to see this guy shout out William Glory Hole. Here you go. Here you go. The proof is in the pudding.
Parties in the Akron area, and you guys are getting sort of a preview this morning.
Yeah, we are here. Yes. We're here at the party. Schlockmeister here
Hi there,
right
everybody.
now. Yeah, so
Tiffany, people are dying to get into the DeBoer Halloween Festival. Look at this.
That's like Will. Will would say something like
that. William Goyal. Shout out to the Schlockmeister. That's another one. It was just an honor to make their acquaintance. Like normally, like I don't think our paths would cross, but it was fucking phenomenal hanging out with this dude, the Schlockmeister. I don't know if you're watching this. What the fuck is up? What the fuck is up? We done did the damn thing, boy. We done did the damn thing, and nobody can say differently. Look, and from what I can tell, there's a lot of people that are upset right now, and rightfully so. Like, people should be upset right now. The people that said that this was ridiculous and probably a joke, playing around with Chance, the people that said that are the ones looking like fucking idiots. And the people that were expecting this to be real, here we are. We out here. We done did it. We did it. So now who's the dumbass?
Some people might not believe that the Halloween party happened, but all of us that were there knew no cameras, and what happens on Lloyd Street stays on Lloyd Street.
I'll pay you to compile and upload more videos of the gathering. You're the man. Well, thank you very much, Brandon. There was like an unspoken code. Actually, it was spoken. I don't know if there's a sign. Like, I don't know how everyone just knew. But it was kind of like Las Vegas. Like, what happens at the 339 Chances of Monsterpalooza stays of the chances of 339 Monsterpalooza. And like whoever uploaded that video of, you know, DeAndre wilding out kind of broke that rule. So I don't know.
Cyraxx would then get quiet for a few days, until November 5th, when he had a special message to Marty where he made his return.
Yo, I suggest you leave me and my friends alone. I have no interest in talking to a worthless piece of troll that doesn't have a fucking life. You need to grow the up, stop being a goddamn man child, stop being a baby back, and get a life, you stupid little. I have no interest in talking to you, and I'm not going to talk to you. And guess what? If you continue to harass me and my friends, me and all my friends will press charges against you. So if you want to fuck around, you're gonna fucking find out, you stupid. I left your community and have no interest in going back. So fuck you. Oh, and if you think you're going to get me to respond and make a video, or that you're going to get me back on YouTube, or that I am going to respond to you, I am going to do no such thing. So, yeah, and by the way, nice try pretending to be me, you stupid up. But yeah, I'm not going to be responding to you after this. I have no interest in talking to a little troll that doesn't have a f***ing life. You guys need to leave me, my friends, and my family the f*** alone before charges get pressed on you by every single f***ing one of us. So with that being said, f*** off and leave me the f*** alone and let me live my life, you stupid.
But this one's getting a little long enough, don't you think? I'm not sure when we're gonna get to cover the Goblin again, but I think it's safe to say we'll be covering the life and times of Chance Wilkins within the next couple of weeks. As always, thanks for watching and hopefully I'll see you soon. But wait, what's this?
Joe Exotic for the people of America.
I am never going to financially recover from